What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Joe with Strictly Commerce. Inside of this video, we're going to be going over the 5 biggest lies that I've seen in the Amazon FBA space. So all over the internet, there's a ton of different lies spread about Amazon FBA. Within this model, a little disclaimer, there are a ton of different ways to source product and different ways to sell it inside of the overall term FBA or Amazon FBA. All FBA is just fulfillment by Amazon. But a couple of the lies that we've seen have really been very far off of what the reality is of running this business. So we wanted to make a video addressing all the lies that we've seen and kind of what they mean and how it really is. So the first lie we've seen is that Amazon FBA is quote unquote passive income. We want to kind of go over that one. There's absolutely no part of Amazon that is actually passive income. With this business, you need to be consistently working and consistently sourcing product in order to make money. If you're not loading product or loading inventory into Amazon FBA, your business will start to die. You will have to continue to research new products, whether you're in, online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, wholesale, any of those models, you're going to have to consistently source product, and there's nothing passive about it. Once you actually buy product and then send it into Amazon, it becomes more passive because all it is basically the product actually selling and you just have to maintain it. However, in terms of sourcing, there's nothing passive about it and you consistently have to be working, otherwise the business will die off quickly. The second lie that we've seen is that you have to advertise all of your products to actually make any money with Amazon FBA. That's completely false with the wholesale, online arbitrage, and retail arbitrage models because you're buying name branded products and selling them on Amazon. The listings are already created on Amazon. There's already traction on them. Customers are already buying them every single day or even multiple times per day, and you know all of this data beforehand. Being that you know all of the sales history, there's no reason to advertise, and you actually will not need to spend even a dime on advertising at all with any of these models. Private label is different, but that's a completely separate model within FBA. The third Amazon FBA lie we've seen is that you need a large budget to get started. That's really not true with this model. We have another video on our channel where we talk about basically how you can get started with any budget with Amazon FBA. There are major advantages to having money. However, you don't actually need a large budget to get started with this business. You could simply set up a seller account and go start scanning products from retail stores and start making money with as little as $100, $200 if you really wanted to. The only advantage with having more money is that you could scale quicker, but there are ways to kind of get funded / scale your business without having tons of money. And this really is a model that you can get started with a low budget, even from $1,000 to $5,000 would put you in a really good spot to start. So the fourth lie that we've seen is that you need to get a lot of reviews in order to start making sales. That's really not true. With these models of RA, OA, and wholesale, you're listing on listings that are already created. You don't actually own any of the listings or the brands. So those listings have the reviews that are already on there, and it doesn't really make a difference to us. We're not going to be caring about product reviews because we don't actually own the product. We could just use them as a telltale sign of, is the product really selling? Do customers like it? But we're not doing research like that where we need to know whether the customers like the product or not. We just want to know if we can flip it and make a profit. Also, in terms of seller reviews, Amazon has now taken back buy box share, where you get extra buy box share if you have a large amount of reviews. That doesn't really matter anymore, so there's really no advantage to having a lot of reviews, and you don't need a lot of reviews to start making sales and growing your business. They're just something that come over time. The fifth lie that we have seen is that Amazon FBA is now way too saturated. In my opinion, and I don't really make any money off saying this, even though I am a little biased, saturation means that the business is working. So yeah, there are a lot of people doing FBA now and starting to make money with Amazon FBA. But if you look at the stats, roughly 60% of the sales on Amazon.com, if not even more, are by third-party sellers. And Amazon numerous times has put out articles about how they are in need of sellers, or there's not enough sellers to kind of take over the marketplace. And I think that the future of Amazon probably will have more third-party than Amazon itself, being that they're just so large now. But either way, in terms of saturation, if people are doing it, it means it's working. Going into next year, I think a lot of sellers are not going to do as well because they don't really know their numbers and they haven't been buying the right products, and they will see that the fees are going to start to add up and they might not be making as much money as they think. So I think a lot of sellers will actually be out of the marketplace come next year when things get harder. There's so much opportunity on Amazon and so much traffic that you only need to pull a small percentage, like 0.0001% of any traffic on Amazon, and it'll make you a ton of money because there's such a large market. Even more so with wholesale, you alleviate a lot of competition because not everybody could buy at the pricing that you get from a wholesaler as you work your way into the business, which means that a lot of new sellers won't have the same access to deals. So even if there is saturation, you're going to be able to beat out a lot of the competition if you do things right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video about the 5 lies of Amazon FBA, and thank you for your business.